Hello, I'm Nick. I want to introduce you to a new product that we've developed. For a long time we've heard that this is the greatest thing since the wheel. Well, we finally have come up with something that's replaced the wheel. It's a new concept in machinery dollies. It's called the skid plate. We have two types. We have the round and the square type skid plates, and I'll go into some more details about them in a minute here. There are several things that are common between both the round and the square skid plate. One is the low profile. So for people that are used to using the traditional machinery dollies, they're 4 or 5 inches high. The skid plate is a low profile. It's made of a high performance plastic resin. It's very safe and easy to use. I'll give you some examples. If you were moving some type of machine that was very tall and top heavy, if you were moving it on a traditional machinery dolly, and this machinery dolly came out from underneath, there'd be a good chance that it could tip over, causing damage to the equipment and possibly injuring or killing somebody. The skid plate is very low profile, so if a skid plate was to come out of position or something, there's no real risk of tip over. That adds a lot to its safety feature. It's easy to use. The round skid plate here, which we'll talk about first, has a locator hole. This locator hole, when you are using it, and we'll show you later, I'll give you a demonstration of us using, you're able to put in either a leveling bolt, an anchor bolt, a pin, anything in this hole, which makes it multi-directional. This skid plate, when you're sliding the machine around the floor, will go in any direction. So with the pin inside or the bolt inside, it's a multi-directional, it's low profile, it's very useful, it's very user-friendly. The round skid plate is the easiest skid plate to use, and I would think it would be a good complement for any manufacturing facility to have a set of the round skid plates in their facility in case they have to move a machine within their site. Moving to the square skid plate, one of the major differences is it's single directional. You're always traveling in the direction of the point of the skid plate. It has the bumper here which keeps it in place. So example, if you were loading a machine on a truck, you would put the square skid plate on the front, a forklift on the back, pick it back and slide right on the truck. Some of the problems that you have with the traditional machinery dollies is they point load. All the load is on one point of the wheel. They could collapse the floor of the trailer. Many of the machinery movers today are loading machinery into containers, shipping it overseas. Skid plates work great for loading containers. One of the things about both skid plates is they're very inexpensive. The round and the square skid plates sell for $15 each, where the traditional machinery dollies could range anywhere from $300 to $1,000 for a pair of machinery dollies. Another advantage of both skid plates, this weighs a pound. This weighs 120 pounds. So obviously, when your machinery movers that are out there using their dollies every day and they go to reach to grab a dolly, they're going to grab their skid plates before they grab their machinery dollies. Okay, we're going to give you a short demonstration on how the square skid plates work. Remember, they work best in one direction, so you put this up against your machine and you slide forward. They work very well loading trucks and going off dock plates, over steps, bumps, over bad concrete if you got a big dip in the floor. So we're going to show you that here in a minute. Let's get started.